What's going on, Landy boy?
Not much. What's up with you, Tommy boy?
Here filming episode 48 of the podcast. I got the correct number this time.
Finally, shout out to Nazir Muhammad
Okay.
for wearing 48. He's one of the basketball players of all time.
Yes,
He
shout
wore
out
number
that guy.
48. He wore number 48 though for your hometown Chicago Bulls.
Wow. And what years?
And hmm,
What years? Well, when was he active?
I can check what year he played for the Bulls. He played for Kentucky in college, so shout out him for that. He's actually from Chicago as
Oh,
well,
okay.
but he was on the Chicago Bulls from 2012 to 2015.
Okay. Nice.
But he went to Kenwood Academy in Chicago.
Yeah, it's a pretty big place.
Let me see.
I
Did they have anything
believe
about?
when I went to a Bulls game the one time I did, it was somewhere in that time frame, so I probably saw that guy.
Shout out Nadir Muhammad.
Yeah.
Now, you said before we went on the air, uh, you had some stuff you wanted to talk about, some dirty laundry you wanted to air out per se.
Yeah. See, that's that. But
Is that
do
is
I?
that good enough content for leading off an episode?
I feel like it's too like I don't want to say it this early because first of all, if either hold on, if any of the three people involved saw this, it could be potentially compromising. So not, no,
Okay,
not really. But I just in case they are seeing it, I don't want to air out their dirty laundry. Like just at the forefront of the episode, so let's wait like 10 minutes because that's what
right.
most people don't get 10 minutes into these.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, listen. If you watch past 10 minutes, let us know. Like, we know what we're doing wrong or what we're doing right.
Yeah. If you're seeing this, watch the entire video. I dare you.
Yeah. Now, real quick, I do have something I want to show off on the air.
Okay. I do too,
I didn't get
actually.
to. I haven't
I
got
got
to.
some.
I haven't got to show this. I haven't got to show this off on the air yet. I mentioned it on an episode, but
Yeah.
y'all have yet to see it.
Yeah.
I got the Will
Hell
Ospreay
yeah.
shirt,
Crispy
the
Billy.
Krispy Kreme, Crispy Billy shirt. Uh, Automatically a top five favorite shirt I've ever owned.
Yeah. That's
This is
awesome.
fantastic. I wore this out to Joe's Crab Shack for Father's Day dinner. That's how much I love Will Ospreay.
So I got something pretty cool. Uh, it's wrestling cards. I'll tell you that.
Hey,
Do you want to just take a wild guess at what year this pack is from?
I see the label for it just covered
No,
the
because
on
uh, I have to cover up
cover the
two
year on it.
things on it. I'll just cover up. I'll cover up this whole part right here. I took the cards out of it, by the way, so I can show them
Oh,
off.
that is 2000. That is the most 2014 thing ever.
It is. This is the 2014 30 Years of WrestleMania. There's a fly in here, dude. It's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, I because they started phasing out those renders of those superstars around the time I started watching wrestling. That's 2014 was the year before I got into wrestling. That was the year I
Yeah.
got into wrestling, but it's like the very end of the year.
Yeah.
I
So
got into wrestling on Halloween 2014. That was
okay.
the year I got into wrestling.
So I got this pack of 21 cards for I believe
Okay.
$24. It's from 2014,
From
dude. eBay.
okay,
Anyways, I figured we'd go
unopened.
through them. Yeah, unopened. It was unopened. I made that little hole in the back, so I wanted to see the cards, but I didn't want to like ruin the packaging. So yeah.
Right.
So let's go through these, dude.
So do you know what cards you got?
I did look through them already, but it's cool to show them off anyways. Also, you're frozen right now, so I'll wait for you to come back because I want to see your reaction to these. Unless is that my fault?
You're cutting out, Tommy boy.
You're cutting out. My Wi-Fi's fine. I think it's you. I think it's a you problem. I'm blaming you.
You are fro. Okay, You're
You're frozen.
okay. You're back.
Okay, you're back. So we got the first one,
You're
Undertaker. All right, it's Undertaker defeats King Kong Bundy. We got
yeah. King Kong Bundy was
Undertaker defeats Triple H. We got what's this? Triple H wins the 4-way elimination match. Pretty cool.
WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah. Vince McMahon gets his head shaved. Classic.
That
I
was
mean, look
that
at
was
that.
the match with Donald Trump.
Yeah. John Cena defeats Batista for the WWE World Championship. Pretty cool.
Definitely one of the decisions of all time.
We got CM Punk defeats Chris Jericho, although this is Chris Jericho in the picture. So, that's from WrestleMania 28. Daniel Bryan wins the World Heavyweight Champion. Shout out Daniel Bryan. Shout out Daniel Bryan, yeah. We got Brock Lesnar ends the streak. One of the worst decisions in wrestling history. We got a repeat card. Daniel Bryan wins the World Heavyweight. Yeah. We got Razor Ramon enters the Hall of Fame.
R.I.P.
I didn't know he died.
Yeah, he's been dead for about 2 or 3 years.
AJ Lee wins the Battle Royale. She's pretty hot. Oh, one of my favorite ones. Randy Orton wins the WWE contract. Or WWE Championship contract. Xavier Woods debuts with a victory. Dude, look at Xavier Woods there. So big and black and hairy. We got Rusev makes his debut. Everyone loves Rusev, right? We got the Rhodes Brothers win the WWE Tag Team Champion, dude. Look at that. Goldust and Cody Raheem Rhodes and all of his glorious melanized skin.
Before he was Raheem.
We got Bray Wyatt defeats Kane in a Ring of Fire match. Pretty cool. We got Mark Henry deceives John Cena. I don't know much about that. Maybe you do.
I don't.
We got Ryback
Too much about it.
turns on John Cena.
Ooh.
You know, one of the things that happened in wrestling, I guess. I wasn't there for it. We got Rowdy Roddy Piper host Piper's Pit. It's got Sheamus on it. And a couple other guys. I think that's Dolph Ziggler, maybe. And I don't know who the black guy is.
R.I.P. Roddy Piper.
Yeah. We got Hulk Hogan and John Cena fend off the Wyatt family. Just a racist holding his hand in the air.
And Hulk Hogan.
What?
I'm making a joke.
Okay.
It's called a bait and switch, Tommy boy. It's called a bait and switch.
I wasn't expecting it from you. And then we got a 30 years of WrestleMania card with all those people on it. Pretty cool. Yeah, that was my new addition to the card collection. Pretty happy
Growing
with
fast, man.
it. Yeah, I've 48 plus 20 plus however many. Dude, I got like almost 100 cards. That's crazy.
I still cannot wait to take you to that one card shop that I always go to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be broke leaving there. I'm gonna spend all.
I mean, they
However many
have
thousands
pretty
I
good
got.
prices there, though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna buy all the cards. I'm just gonna be not be able to
Are
stop
you really
myself.
gonna buy? You're gonna buy all the wrestling cards in there?
I might just as a joke be like, how much for every wrestling card you have? except for like the really expensive ones. Just how much for all your basic cards here?
All right. I could see you genuinely doing that for some reason.
If he gives me a good price, I will.
I mean, every price in there is already good.
Yeah.
That's why I go there regularly. Or are we gonna go out and do the whole RKO series idea?
That's a great question. Speaking of which, I RKO'd someone today.
Ooh.
Hunter, we were in the shooting gallery. I went, "Do you want to get RKO'd?" He goes, "What's that?" I just go, "Just stand there." and we put him in front of a pile of octopi, and then it just, you know.
Yeah.
Then he got
Out of
up.
nowhere.
Yeah, and then he got up, and I speared him.
Just something about hitting wrestling moves with the boys makes every single male alive happy.
It's so much fun.
It's like if you've never powerbombed somebody or gotten powerbombed, you're missing out.
Yeah. I still every like once an hour probably I think about that power bomb I hit Sean with in there, because it was just so good. Like I had him up on my shoulders, I picked him up, I'm looking up at him, he looks down, and I just see like fear in his eyes, and I cradle him a bit, and I just go.
It's like my cousin back home. He's about, I think he's 5 or 6. I think he just turned 6. He has recently somewhat wanted to start fighting, whatever, like all that. So every time, it's like anytime I'm visiting their house back when I'm back in Kentucky, he wants to fight. I figured out the number one way to neutralize him is powerbomb him.
Really?
So powerbomb that little 6-year-old, and I mean, obviously I'm not gonna throw him full force like Batista, but
Yeah, Batista bombs, dude.
I'm still gonna. I still powerbomb him.
Yeah.
Also figured out how to do the attitude adjustment, so I'll hit the John Cena attitude adjustment onto the couch.
Yeah, next time I'm working with Sean, I'm gonna ask to hit him with one of those.
I'd love to see that.
I want to see Sean hit me with one. I want to see him pick me up and hoist me over his shoulders.
I don't think Sean physically could lift you because you're 230, right?
I'm like 220 right now.
All right.
Yeah.
See, I don't. I mean,
Yeah, I've been
I'll
putting
respect to
on a bit
Sean.
of
I don't think
mass.
he's gonna be able to lift that.
Yeah. I mean, he might. I can pick him up really easy because he's like 130. Like okay, for reference, 130 is 2 45-pound plates on a bar. I can take that and throw it above my head. like it's nothing to me.
Do you want to share some of the RKO ideas with the people, or do you want to leave it a surprise for when the series eventually comes out?
Oh, I don't care. Yeah, we can give him some of the ideas.
I mean, we got like 30 something, so we can share like a few of them.
Yeah. So we'll start with the first one, right? It's gonna be just me and Landon walking around somewhere, probably like a park or something. And then, Landon might say something like, "Who's that guy behind us?" And whatever, and I'll like turn around, or you'll turn around, he'll be running at me, RKO me, do the Orton thing, and then run off, and you'll be like, "What? Who the fuck was that?" Or like, "Who the hell is that guy?" Something like that.
Right.
My personal favorite one I've made so far is going to Walmart, and and Landon will be recording me. I'll be like, "Yo, Landon, I want that Nerf gun up there." And I'll start climbing the shelf, and Sean will already be like climbing up the other side of the shelf, and then as I'm like reaching for the gun, he like jumps over, grabs me, RKO's off the thing. That one's probably gonna hurt a lot, but
Yeah.
yeah, like we might need to like, I don't know, go to like the mattress section if they have one, steal a mattress, throw it in the aisle really quick. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, go into a furniture store and like you and me are like walking through the mattress section, and then he starts running across all the beds and RKO's me into a bed. That's yeah. Oh, the porta potty one. I think that could be really funny if we pull it off right. Like the idea is like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the context would be for you filming me going into a porta potty, but yeah, but somehow we'd have to have that going. It'd be like a brand new, like clean one. We're not gonna put Sean in like a shit-filled blue juice porta potty.
Yeah.
But he'll be
Right.
like squatting down in the tank so you can't see him. And then as I walk in, he like jumps out and RKO's me. I think that could be pretty good. Where else we at? Oh,
Uh,
and okay, so these kind of go hand in hand. We want to do in a micro wrestling. We want to hit him up like, be like, yo, like, can we sneak in like an hour or two before a show and just like have our friends hit a quick RKO in the ring just for like a little like video thing we do, and just see if they'll let us, cause they might. And then the other one's like, whenever there's like an indie wrestling show, we gotta like buy some tickets to it, and then before we go, hit them up and be like, yo, like before the show starts, can we just like hit an RKO in there? Like, can Sean like fake work security and like just like have a security shirt on, and then like get like my friend will run in and then Sean will RKO him and like drag him out, something like that. And we were also
yeah.
thinking, what was it? Oh, Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, I really want to do that one.
Mm-hmm.
So like all Bass
Into a
Pro
fish tank.
Shops, yeah, they got the fish tank with the big like animal exhibit, like taxidermy thing on it. So, dude, this fucking fly is annoying me. I'll kill it eventually once it finds a good spot. Yeah, so we want to like start climbing up like the rock thing, and then have Sean like RKO me. Jesus, and have Sean like RKO me like into the thing. Someone, probably my
And
grandpa.
then get banned for life.
Yeah, I think my grandpa just shot something out there. So I just want to go see because it might be like a deer or something. I'm sorry, I just heard a gun go off. I'm kind of curious. So entertain him for a second.
All right. So for any of our sports fans, NASCAR race was today. We're recording this on Father's Day, June 15th, right? Yeah, June 15th. And it was the Mexico City race, right? The road course. I have to say, unpopular opinion, probably, I'm not a big fan of road course racing. The reason I like NASCAR on the ovals is because there's passing and speed, and they're going 200 miles an hour. They were topping out at maybe like 100 on the straightaway today. Crazy. Congrats to Shane Van Gisbergen for winning his second ever Cup race. It only took him 2 years to win a second. Now we know who's getting eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. My favorite driver, Carson Hocevar, kind of had an oopsie whoopsie and finished 30 something. But other than that, it was an alright race. Ty Gibbs ran up front for a while, but as you know, Ty Gibbs is never going to win a Cup Series race. Other than that, what else can I mention? Chase Elliott still has the personality of a wet noodle. Chase Elliott absolutely has the personality of a wet noodle. Chase Briscoe, on the other hand, and Tommy Boy's back.
He missed the deer.
Oh, and Tommy Boy, I gotta take an unqualified pee break because I chugged an entire bottle of water in our little ratio activity.
Alright, I kind of got a pee too, so get back quick. You always do.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. God, that thing that happened at work today. I can't say I'm surprised. It's. We'll get around to that. I want to talk about Indiana a bit. Get him kind of riled up on that. Get him in a good mood. We'll talk about that for a little bit. And then I'll bring up the. I don't even know what to call it. The thing, the event. I'm not surprised by it, and it's the reason I never put much effort into something particular. Because it kind of kind of expected this, but I didn't. You know, it's like when you look at the context clues for if it was or wasn't happening, it's like, well, depending who's talking about it, it kind of seems like it's one way, it kind of seems like it's the other, whatever. But now I know because someone got some definitive proof of something, and it's like, yeah, yeah, that happened for sure. Yeah.
I've returned, Tommy boy.
Fantastic. Now I'm gonna go pee.
All right. What were you talking about?
I was, I was, I was talking about what I'm gonna talk about later.
Okay. All right. I got you. Let me see. Can I keep running on about NASCAR long enough for Tommy boy to come back? Let's see here. Osavar got 2 stage points because he finished the second stage in the top 10. Which, by the way, stage racing, one of the worst things to ever happen in NASCAR. I know this is my first year as a fan, and I wasn't around as far as being a fan goes, and whenever they were doing the non-stage racing era. But I hate it. I hate stage racing. I went back and watched some old races before of non-stages. It's just so much better. Because that's what real racing is. It's strategy, you know? I mean, sure, the restarts is good. Occasionally. That's what cautions are for. And Tommy Boy's back.
Yep, I'm back.
Alright. Hello, Tommy Boy.
Hello, Landy boy. So Indy ain't it? It's
Yeah, Indy, ain't it?
it's turning out quite good.
Coming along. It's coming along really good.
From episode 1 to 3, it has become incredible.
I personally think episode 2 is the weakest so far.
Probably.
But the first one is a great introduction, and the third, which again I mainly wrote, also fantastic.
But you know, the third being so good makes the second better because the third wouldn't exist without the second setting it up.
And now I gotta real quick while I mention, I gotta go in and do my damage control because Tommy Boy refuses to use English grammar rules.
This is only when I'm typing. Alright. If I'm writing, I do it perfect.
You should use the rules too whenever we're typing, because half my job on this show is going back and correcting when you refuse to use punctuation or capitalize literally any word.
Yeah, and you know what? When this becomes a show, I'll make sure you get a ton of money for all these backlogged hours you've been clocking in, and it'll be worth your while, alright?
I mean, like, I think I spent probably half an hour just doing 3 or 4 pages worth of corrections.
Couldn't have been
On
that
episode
many.
2.
I mean, alright, maybe. Anyway. Yeah, but yeah, Indy ain't it definitely gonna be a really good TV show. And the My Name
If it
is
gets
Earl
made.
inspiration is undeniable. just in everything about the cadence of these characters and the way they get around their daily lives is so much like My Name is Earl. In fact, I was watching an episode. He was crossing off the one where he stole a hippie guy's air conditioner, and the way they played the episode out was that they broke into the stoner guy's house, but he was so high that he didn't think they were burglars, but just like friends that he didn't really recognize. So they were just hanging out, and like piece by piece, they were just robbing this guy of every item in his home, every bit of food, his fridge, his microwave, his couch, his TV, his bed. Like everything was slowly getting thrown out the window, and they're packing it up into the back of their truck. And eventually, the last thing they take is his air conditioner. And when they go to return his air conditioner, he's living in like a hippie resort in a house made of cow shit, and his neighbor's like a nudist old lady. It's a really funny episode. But in that episode, when they're slowly taking the stuff out of the guy's house, Earl goes, and that day, me and Randy tried smoking weed for the first time and found out that it was not for us. And it just shows a little time lapse of them being really high, and I couldn't help but think about that while we were writing yesterday. Also, can I just say, one of my favorite parts about writing with you is when we're both in the dock, just coincidentally, and then we start talking to each other in the dock.
Yeah. The ideas we're having, whatever.
Yeah. Like,
by the way, that was kind of a trickish move, whatever. I said, don't add anything. I have an idea where I want to take this. And you just go and add the euro sign. Like,
yeah.
I added something. It would have been hilarious if you just like hid it somewhere randomly for me to find later on, but
yeah. I could have just scrolled up, put it in the middle of something. Took you forever to notice.
Just said, like,
yeah.
Or you could just said I added something.
And
I'm not adding anything at all. I can't be paranoid.
Oh, that would have been good.
And now I'll be expecting that, so good luck using that.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, who's your favorite character to write for so far? We're 3 episodes in.
Oh. Right now it has to be Sean. Sean has to be my favorite character to talk about in the show. I think as time goes on, I think it'll be Christian. I think Christian's going to become more of a main character when we start putting him with Kaylee, and they have their little thing that we're going to do with them.
I mean, I feel like the main characters as of right now are Paul, Sean, Ty, Christian, Angel. Those are our 5 main characters. Like, every episode revolves around Paul and the other 4 in some way. Kaylee, as of right now, is just a side character, but she's probably going to develop more into like a once every episode or once every other episode thing.
Yeah. She's still has like main character vibes though, being like the bartender of the bar they hang out at a lot.
Kaylee is my favorite character to write for. Just like it's a fantastic character idea.
Yeah.
I love it. If y'all are unaware, we might have to like
She drunk at all?
Like, yeah. We might have to like drop the episode 1 script and let y'all read it for yourselves at some point in the future. But she's a bartender who drinks every ounce of alcohol in the bar that she does not serve.
Mm-hmm.
Like she'll be drinking bottles or cans or glasses. It doesn't matter.
Or out of the tap, or off the mat, or whatever.
Yeah, like directly from the tap.
Yeah, someone will order a drink, she'll charge them for 2 and drink 1.
She's been my favorite character to write for, just because I don't know. It's just funny.
Mm-hmm.
The way she always refers to the group as fellas. I feel like we gotta make that a recurrent thing. She always calls the group fellas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think once we get that little relationship arc going with Christian and Kaylee, however that works out, and then inevitably ends, I think that's gonna be one of my favorite parts to write for. And so we did something with episode 3 that I think we should do more throughout the show as it goes on. We branched away from Paul's point of view. The first 2 episodes were all Paul. Then episode 3 we split off and we're just with Sean and the other guys for a bit. I think it would be nice at some points to like break off from Paul and then watch other characters do things on their own, just so we're not like totally like out of track with what all those characters are doing in the background.
It's like that's why my favorite scene I've ever written well, it's only been 3 episodes, but you know what I mean. Like, my favorite scene, probably as it can go down, is the whole bar exchange in episode 3
Yeah.
with Kayla, Christian, Angel, and Sean. I mean, it's broken into 2 different segments. It's split up by like a couple minutes of Paul doing his thing. I don't want to spoil too much about it. Just like the entire bar exchange with Sean, Christian, Kaylee, and Angel is fantastic writing on my part.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the second half of it.
Yeah.
The little like brief interaction between the 2 future lovebirds.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I've
it's
been
gonna be
enjoying
such a
it,
good show.
I feel like having an episode revolved entirely, or not almost entirely, around those 2 would be hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, that's inevitably what their arc is going to be, is they're going to have, like, you know, a half or a third of, like, most of the episodes for, like, 3, 4, or 5 episodes in a row, something like that.
Right. That reminds me, do you want to talk about the thing now that you've been hanging over my head?
Yeah, I guess so, since we're actually talking about one of the people right now. Do you want to guess which one?
Ooh. Is it the bartender?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Do you want to guess? Do you just want to guess what happened?
She said she hates me once again.
No. Far worse.
What happened? She subscribed to the podcast?
No. Alright.
You watched the podcast?
I wish not. Look, alright. I don't know how to get into it. Alright, I'll start off with this. It started with something Dorothy pointed out to me. As crazy as that sounds, Dorothy made me see the light on something that I didn't want to see.
Really?
So you know, I was filling up duck pond because that's the thing I do in the morning, and she was sitting on Derby because she was working Derby. And basically, Kaylee was sitting on Top Glow, and Nathan's sitting on the register, whatever. They're talking, right? And Dorothy's like, "Oh, look at Kaylee, basically glued to his hip. You know, it never wants to leave him alone. You know, she's probably trying to get with him, whatever. She'd take anything that walks, yada yada." Calling her a whore. All right. Now, I was never necessarily adverse to this way of thinking about her, but I looked at her and I'm like, they are a bit close. But then I thought about some of the times. Hold on.
For reference, real quick.
Hold on.
Can I drop one? Can I drop one thing, please?
In about 5 seconds. The thing is, I didn't think this was that weird, because I've talked to Kaylee a few times at this point, and she kind of gets like up in my space sometimes, you know. Like there's one time we were sitting in front of Plinko, and it was like pouring rain, and we were talking about Wyatt and him being like a creep, and she was telling me about something he said to her, but while she was doing it, she kept like leaning in closer to me, and eventually I'm looking at her like this close, like eye to eye, and I'm like kind of uncomfortable, like backed up against a wall, and I'm like, is she trying to kiss me, or is she just being weird? I was like a bit uncomfortable, and then yeah. Anyways, I didn't kiss her, but so like because of that specific interaction, I'm like, yeah, she gets kind of close to people when she talks, though. So I didn't think anything of it. But the more and more she was working, and Nathan was there, you know, kind of saw him hanging around a bit, whatever. I mean, they're friends, obviously, so, you know, I'm not thinking too much of it, but that changed today. I think I did not bear witness to anything. I can neither confirm nor deny any events that happened.
Mm-hmm.
As we know, Nathan is a married man with a child.
Man. That's what I was going to get at. He's married.
Right. Yeah, did you have any other point you want to make? Because you can make it now, if you want.
That's all I was going to say. Is like, keep in mind,
okay, yeah.
reminder to our audience.
He's married with a child.
Married. Yeah, he's
not married to a child. He's married and has a child.
No. Yeah, I should clear that up. He's married and has a child.
Yeah, so you know in the back left corner of the shooting gallery how there's like a breaker box? Well, they've been like very strict about us not stacking stuff within like a certain range of that, right? So there's basically like a wall of boxes in front of it that like block off that corner. You know, you can't see in that corner when you're walking in. Well, Caleb went in there to get some stock, and he claims, all right, unlike other events, there's no video proof, but he claims
Oh, that's awful.
that they may have both been mildly shirtless in the corner doing some activities and not fucking, but you know.
Right, obviously.
The thing is, she also claims to have a long distance boyfriend. I found out. I,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if any of that's true. That's the word that's being spread around.
Hollywood, man.
I mean, what do you say about that? You know, like,
I mean, it's
like now,
some news.
now
for
looking
sure.
back at so many things, am I surprised? No,
Yeah, right.
but did I genuinely think that was happening? No. I didn't necessarily doubt that like maybe Kaylee kind of wanted to get with Nathan. All right, like those vibes might have been there. I kind of thought he, as like a married person with a child, would sort of sustain some
Loyal.
faithfulness.
Right.
Might not be the case, which also kind of puts into perspective this one time that Nathan was asking me if Dorothy was saying anything about him and Kaylee, and it kind of caught me off guard, but it was right after she had said that thing about her, so, like I just said that, and I was like, but, you're like married, so obviously that's not the case, Maybe it was. Maybe it was. And is it a coincidence that both of their last days of work were today?
Oh, it's her last days?
They both quit.
You know that one John Lennon song where it's like, so this is Christmas,
Yeah.
and what have we done? War is over. What? Yeah, that's the song that's playing through my head right now. You know actually, no, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go there on camera.
All
I'm not
right.
gonna say my next thing on camera. Remind me to let you know what I was thinking after.
Yeah, and you know what the crazy
This
thing
feels-
is? While
You know, the
Caleb
crazy thing is,
while Caleb was telling me about seeing this unfold,
Right.
Dawson, who knows, Nathan's wife, was next to us partaking in the conversation. So if he wanted to ruin some things, he could send one text message and ruin some things.
Ooh. Man, I mean, it feels insane to be airing out on YouTube in front of 5 viewers, but
No, I mean, we're averaging like 30 now.
which is crazy to me still.
Yeah.
Only 5 people are going to watch this far, and
That's
it's
true.
going to be us trying to bump the watch time up.
No, I actually watch these. I found them kind of entertaining. Like if I don't have anything to watch, I'll
It's
turn
like-
this on for like 45 minutes and just be like, damn, I'm pretty funny.
It's like, for me, I'm not a huge fan of hearing my voice for too long. It's like I got one of those kind of feelings. Like I can stand to listen to it in like a video or something, but if I start hearing it for too long, I start becoming like disillusioned with it. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Man, I really sound like that."
Yeah, that's why
Like, that's
I
how
never
people
get
hear
more
me?
than like an hour into it. Because then I'm hearing me for too long. I'm like, all right, that's enough of me. I hear me all day, But yeah,
It's
I do like watching
And
these
the
sometimes.
weird thing is, it's like I don't have a problem like hearing like my voice that like I hear, because you hear your voice different than other people do.
Yeah.
It's like when I start hearing how other people do, I'm like, I would hate to listen to that. I don't know what's up with it. It's like my voice as I hear it's fine.
Yeah.
My voice is other people hear it allegedly. I'm sorry, world.
But here's
I'm
the thing.
sorry.
Here's the thing. I think your brain programs it to sound even worse because it just sounds a little different than the way you hear it since you don't have that literal resonance of your voice in your head.
Yeah, it's where it's like a different pitch.
Yeah. So I think you hear it and you're like
it.
expecting to hear your own voice exactly as you know it, but it doesn't sound like that, so your brain tries to change it more, but it sounds worse. I think that's what it is.
That could very well be the case. Could very well be the case. I just...
Speaking of voices, actually, I got two things on that topic. One, when I was in the gym yesterday, yeah, is that when I was saying that video yesterday? I believe so. It's hard to remember time. The first song I turned on when I was doing my cable rows was "I Hear Voices," Randy Orton's walk-up music. It's just something about it. I was just in the mood, and I just turned it on and started pumping it. It was a pretty good song.
Real quick, anti-shout to the camera operators at WWE SmackDown who refused to put us on the Viper cam.
Yeah.
We were holding at least I was holding my Orton pose for like a solid 2 minutes while Orton's theme blared through the crowd, and I did not make it on camera once. Did it help that I was wearing an MJF shirt and a mask of a dude who's not in the company anymore? Probably not. But and that bit went incredibly hard.
Yeah. And so the other thing, have you ever thoughts in your head but in someone else's voice?
No.
So I don't know how long ago it was, years and years at this point. I heard someone say if you think like if you think about something and like maybe you can't get over it or you feel a certain type of way about it, whatever, it's like stopping you from getting past that thought. Think about it in somebody else's voice and like in their reasoning, and it'll help you like get past that thought. So sometimes when I'm thinking about things, I'll do it in other people's voices. The most. Do you want to guess the voice I use the most, other than my own, for my thoughts?
Is it mine?
No.
Sean?
It is.
Sean? Yeah, I love Sean,
I think in Sean's voice too much now.
Man. Shout out Sean, by the way. Actually, shout out Bo, shout out Larry, shout out Chrissy, shout out Tajikistan, shout out Bo, Sean, shout out Beanie, shout out KFC, shout out KFC Australian Girl, shout out Water, shout out Muju, shout out Jamie Hayter, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Tajikistan, shout out Buskashi, shout out the Tajikistan government account on X/Twitter, shout out Randy Orton, shout out Meechin.
Yeah.
Still to this day, shout out
Milk.
Muhammad.
Shout out Jamie Hayter.
Mujuice. Yeah, shout out Mujuice. Shout out Megan Bain one more time.
I love milk. It's so good.
I love some water.
Yeah, the Stone Cold Steve Austin of water. I don't just got one water. I got two waters. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna open my show notes real quick. See if I got anything for us.
All right.
I did have a couple ideas.
Yeah. How's that race you watched?
I was
I don't know if
telling
you
the
talked about
audience
it
about
yet.
that. I was telling the audience about it. It was the Mexico City street, not street, but road course, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're at the I don't know if you've seen the Mexico City Speedway. It's the Hermano Rodriguez Autodromo something.
I don't think I have.
It's like I think it's like 2.3 mile long, 15 turn road course. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of NASCAR on road courses, primarily because it's a lot slower.
Yeah.
And I like seeing cars go 200 miles an hour, not 80 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to see cars go 80 miles per hour, just go look at it at a highway. And I want to see cars bumping and rubbing, because rubbing is racing. But there's barely any passenger contact, because like the thing is as wide as probably a 2-lane road.
Yeah.
Maybe like 3 average lanes. he don't really have much chance to pass. So some guy goes into the race. So by the way, so there's this New Zealand guy, right? His name is Shane Van Gisbergen, and he's the guy who won the race today. He won his second ever NASCAR race today. His first win came in his very first NASCAR race ever, which was the 2023 Chicago Street Race.
Nice.
And up until today, he had never won any other race.
All right.
But shout out Shane Van Gisbergen. I like him. He's cool. Is he still going to be eliminated in the first round of the NASCAR playoffs? Absolutely. But still, shout out to him.
Sure, shout out that guy.
As far as road course races go, it was pretty good. As far as like actual NASCAR racing goes, I still prefer ovals and stuff like that. Just because, you know, they're allowed to bump and tap and hit and give each other little kisses, you know, while they're racing.
I want to see NASCAR race at Nürburgring.
I want to see NASCAR race like a street circuit. Me and Beanie have had this idea before. Be a street circuit running from Gatlinburg through Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, loop back into, you know, the Gatlinburg Mountains. Just, and however long that may be, like, do that until it gets to like 100 miles or 200 miles or something. However long a Grand Prix typically is.
Mm-hmm.
The Severe Grand Prix or something.
You know what's crazy? I was crazy once.
That?
When I used to live in when I used to live in Illinois, there's not that many roads with curves on them, but the ones that are few and far between. But I thought, how much fun would it be to make a McHenry County Grand Prix? And I had it all mapped out of like all the curviest roads and all the roads connecting them, and exactly how I'd make this like 200-mile circuit race. And yeah, I so wish that could be a thing, but it would cost billions of dollars to shut down all those roads.
Now, the coming up on July 6th is the Grant Park 165. It's the Chicago Street Race. I think we've looked over the course layout before, haven't we?
I don't think we ever showed it on the show.
Okay, so this is coming up in a little under a month. It's right here. You're a native of Chicago.
Yeah.
So you can kind of walk us through what we're looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is the best. This might be the best picture, unless you see one that's better.
Yeah, I mean that's good.
Yeah, here we go. So the white line obviously is the course they follow, and coming right here is the start finish line, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So
I mean it's kind of all there. It's got the road names on it. It's got all the locations labeled. It's not much I can add to this.
I'm assuming these are roads that are familiar to you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that's I think that's 90. That big highway right there. Pretty sure it's 90.
This one right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
Oh, hold on.
It's so weird seeing them race in like there's a city.
There's a picture not on here. There's a picture I liked. It was like a map view on the left side.
Oh, this.
No, that one. Yeah.
Or is it this?
That one. Yeah. This is I feel like a pretty good, gives you a pretty good idea where you're at. There's the loop area. You can see the square that the train goes in. That's the loop, as they call it. Yeah.
South Loop.
Yeah. And then I don't know why it's called South Loop. Never. Yeah, it's I guess south of the loop makes sense, but yeah. I mean, this is like the slightly southern part of the city of Chicago.
Outside, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Call back to episode 1. Let me see here. I mean, like, it's one of the races on the schedule for sure. I mean, it's cool because they're actually doing like a street race instead of just a
Hmm.
enclosed road course that it's on its own. Now, why do they shut down multiple city blocks? Your guess is as good as mine.
Really quick, there's these two really cool buildings in Chicago that I just have to show off. I don't know what they're called, but they're parking garages in Chicago, and they're kind of shaped like flower petals in a way, and they just like keep spiraling up like 100 floors. They're in the Rockstar video by Nickelback.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, and every time I go to Chicago, I love looking at them because I don't know, it's cool, and like there's nothing to stop you from just driving off the edge, but like a little chain that's just going all the way up, and you see cars just parked on the edge of this thing overlooking the river, and I don't know, it's cool. There's like cool little parking garages that like if they weren't in Chicago, they just wouldn't look like that, but because everything in Chicago has to be slightly artistic, it's just cool.
I'd love to go to Chicago someday because I got some family who live up there. I'd love to go visit them because Chicago seems cool.
Dude, I'd love to take you just to show you around Chicago, dude. I love that place.
I mean, I'd love to go just like explore because it seems like a great city.
It genuinely is. Like, the amount of trespassing you have to do to get to some of the coolest spots is totally worth it. Like the Juice World Memorial. Like, you literally have to, like, climb over a fence, go under a bridge, and then you're, like, on the edge of a highway, just looking at a picture of Juice World, and there's just a mound of alcohol bottles. Yeah, it's kind of shitty, but it's fun. Or just, like, going into any of the maintenance tunnels under Chicago. Like, it's just for fun, because they're everywhere. There's, like, an entire city under the city. It's like in Futurama, how New York is covered by New York. It's like that in Chicago. Like you go into those access tunnels and there's just so much stuff down there. It's a literal labyrinth. You'll just find random rooms and like hallways and just shit dug out in like the middle of the ground, and yeah, it's cool.
Hey, I'm setting something up real quick. Let me copy the link.
Oh shit,
I
Jeopardy.
gotta drop this to you real quick.
Oh.
No, it's not a. You know, just join that link I sent you.
Okay.
I have a brand new idea. If it doesn't show you the title, I'll explain it to you. Does it show you the title?
I'm waiting for it to load.
In the meantime, shout out.
Guess a wrestler.
I had an idea that we'd play Pictionary, drawing a wrestler. You have to guess, you know, which wrestler the other unqualified host is drawn. Just kind of figure we've shown off our artistic skills before.
All right.
Never to this capacity.
Yeah.
So who's going first, Tommy boy? Yeah, I guess we'll limit it to 3 guesses. We'll keep score.
Hold on. I gotta make an account to get on the thing.
Here. Yeah, we'll keep score.
All right, I'm
right
in.
up here. Okay, so you can see all the score going up here. Then the little tally marker board.
Yeah.
So what score are we gonna play to?
200.
Realistically,
10.
we'll play to 10. We can always bring this back in the future. Who's going first? Who's guessing first?
Should we flip a coin? I got a coin.
Sure.
Do you want heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Heads. Okay, so drop my camera.
And then, I guess do you want to do like 60 seconds to draw?
Sure, we can do that.
All right.
So am I drawing?
I'll let you know. Yeah, you're drawing. I'm guessing. Let me
right.
know when you're ready, and I'll tell you when the timer started.
I'm ready.
All right, and timer starts now.
off.
Is this Jamie Hayter?
No.
Is this Julia Hart with the hat?
This should be, like, extremely obvious right now. Just
Oh,
saying.
The Undertaker.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, on my last guess.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, and
Yeah.
I'm up. I'll
Hold on, I'll do your
pick
timer.
my.
Gotcha.
All right, let me pick my color real quick.
All right, let me know.
I am ready.
Go.
I had this idea for a while.
Goofball Mike Bailey.
No, I didn't get to do the idea I had.
Nice.
Oh no, that's not big enough. That's not big enough. That's not big enough either for his gigantic thumb.
I saw the headband.
There we go.
It couldn't have been anyone else.
Oh man. Let's see here. How do I? Where's the erase? So there it is. How do I change the size of it? God almighty. There we go.
Yeah, you hold it and drag it down, and then it's huge.
It's the weird platform. Switch back to.
Alright, I think who I want to draw. I got it.
I should have had the headband last. I wanted to do. The whole idea revolved around the teeth. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Go. Hey.
I don't remember exactly what he looks like, so I'm just trying.
Well, at least I know it's a male.
Oh wait. I gotta like do that, like that, that.
Is this? This Rey Mysterio?
No.
All right, that's time.
Oh,
Is this Kane?
it is.
My next guess was gonna be Crazy Steve. Honestly, if it wasn't Kane.
Yeah, that was in fact Kane.
All right.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Let me get my thing set up real quick. All right, I'm ready.
Go. John Cena.
God almighty. You're no like. You at
12
least
seconds.
At least let me finish the drawing.
The hat was too obvious.
Okay, yeah. That was I think I'm going a bit way too obvious with mine. Get a 2 now, though.
Yeah. Alright, let me get my colors. Let's see, what does that look like? It's not right. Like that. Yeah, that'll work.
You ready then?
Yes.
Alright, you're good to go, Tommy boy.
Oh, this is already going terribly.
Is that a beard?
Sort of.
Mustache?
His hair's like that.
Is this Crazy Steve?
No. No, this person.
Uh,
What the fuck? This is the wrong size.
I got 5 seconds left. All right, that's time.
All right.
Is this looks like a Slipknot mask?
It, it's yeah. This guy certainly does look like he has one of those.
Is this Mankind?
No. We saw this person at SmackDown.
I have one guess left. Is this Uncle Howdy?
It is. It's Uncle Howdy.
You went with Uncle Howdy of all things.
Yeah,
Okay.
from the Wyatt Six.
All right. I'm still in the game.
Oh.
Oh nope, that's way too big.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was trying to resize my thing. I forgot I already did it. There we go.
All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of where I want to go with this. I think I know.
Okay.
Just a thing
Is it Penta?
is not.
Okay. Guess before we even started drawing.
Okay, I think this is as good as I'm gonna get.
All right.
Now I'm gonna start the timer.
Go. Yellow
Nope,
and black.
that's not what I'm supposed to do.
Kofi Kingston.
That's not what I'm supposed to do. I have to change the color back to what I need.
Sin Cara.
Trying not to waste too much time. Okay, you know what? There we go. That's their body color now. That's
Okay.
their body color now.
Batista. Triple H.
If you would let me,
Yeah, it's blonde. It's gotta be Triple H.
is not.
No. Oh,
I
he's
don't-
flipping him
no.
off. Stone Cold.
I apologize. For it's Stone Cold.
Okay.
Apologize for the body being two different
Dude,
colors.
that was-
Yeah, that's gonna be Stone Cold.
That was right at time too. You had 1 second.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the whole skin tone issue.
All right. I gotta think. Who am I gonna try to draw now? Let me get a reference picture up.
Why can I not make the line thinner? Is the line just not going to thin out for me?
You gotta click, hold on it, and then go up to make it thinner.
Like, okay, that's what you're getting.
Okay.
You ready, Tommy boy?
I'm trying to think of which version of this person I want to draw.
Give me a header.
No. This one.
Version. It's gonna be something to do with Mick Foley.
No, not exactly. Alright, I need that color. There. Yep. Need about yay thick. Alright, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1. What?
And then orange in there.
I am so lost.
That's alright.
Is this Rey Mysterio?
No.
Hey, is this Jeff Hardy?
It is Jeff Hardy. 4 points for
Come
you.
on, man. Right at time as well. Right. Let me figure out who I'm drawing now. Right. There we go.
Alright, you ready?
I gotta get my color, but
Okay.
should be ready here in just a moment. Alright, yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, and go.
Yeah.
Megan Bain.
Let's wait.
Jamie Hayter. Vince McMahon. Hey guys, Maven here. Oh, blue. Matt Hardy. Shit. Edge. Chris Jericho.
You're in the right promotion.
Well, that's time.
Oh.
The Boogeyman.
Let me at least finish that. Okay, you used all your guesses. You have 3 guesses, Tomboy.
I didn't
And you
know that
guessed
was
more
in
than
the,
3 times.
I didn't know that was in the rules.
I said that at the beginning. We get 3 guesses.
I did. Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
This is the one, the only, Orange Cassidy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna do the sunglasses right there, the denim
Yeah.
jacket. I was about to do the jean. I was hoping after I did the blue jeans, you'd get it.
Saying it's Orange Cassidy makes so much sense now.
All right, 4-3. Which means I need to get one wrong, and you need to get one right to catch back up.
Yeah. Who do I want to do next? Decisions. Rides look like precision collision. Shout out Dr. Dre. Man. Oh, I know who. Alright. Let me get
Are you ready?
that. I'm ready.
All right, you're good to go.
It's too thick. Undo. Alright. How the fuck do you draw arms?
Great question. Sheamus.
It's Sheamus.
Man, you've made him the right shade of white.
that's, yeah, that's why I didn't give him a skin color.
Yeah. Okay, let me figure out who I'm next. All right. It's tough trying to figure out like who I can do that you would be able to recognize easily.
It's hard for me to think of people who I could draw and actually get them across, because, like, Batista and Randy Orton look the exact same as stick figures. You know.
Right. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of people that you would have recognized, too, because, like... Alright, this is probably going to get me, canceled, as the cool kid would say. But...
Hulk Hogan.
Alright, just wait. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready. Oh, that's way too thick. Hold on, let me resize that before I
Booker
start.
T.
And now I'm ready.
Bobby Lashley. Mark Henry. Okay, go. Oh. What? Alright, I think it's an Asian person, because you gave him little slant eyes. Uh... uh, Shinosuke Shinsuke Takeshita.
It's not. Eshta, no.
What the fuck am I looking at?
We saw this person in SmackDown, by the way.
What?
We saw this.
Oh. What's your name? Meechin. It's Meechin.
Meechin, yes, Meechin.
At the buzzer. Let's
You know what
go.
I'm going for now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going for now?
Yeah, I get it now. Like, you started drawing the leg. You draw the first leg, and I was like, is that a tail? And why do they have such small legs?
No. Oh, man.
Oh my god. Alright, let me get that color.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 4.
Yeah. Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, and go. Oh. What? Huh?
This is a really bad drawing of them, but, like, it works.
Yeah, this is awful.
And then...
Is this Tiffy time? No, this is Alexa Bliss. Or at all, whatever.
Look at no.
That's 3 guesses for me.
Keep guessing, I don't care.
That's time anyway.
Alright, who do you think this is?
I have no idea.
The color doesn't give it away.
No.
I mean, I didn't draw any feet on him, but you don't. Alright, well, you know what? Fuck the point. You don't recognize this androgynous being from outer space?
Oh.
Yeah, it was supposed to be gold dust.
I said Gold Dust first, and you didn't respond.
I must have not came through, because I did not hear you say that.
Watch the footage back, y'all. I said Gold Dust first.
If I didn't hear the audio, they didn't hear it either.
I swear on my life, I said Gold Dust.
It's possible.
You gotta take my word for it, Tommy Boy. I said Gold Dust.
Alright, I'll take your word for it.
It's the honor system, Tommy Boy. I would never lie to you.
Alright.
Alright, so now it's 6 to 4. You have a chance to make it 6-5.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
Yes. Go.
Right. Oh, well, I need to pick a color real quick. I'm just asking if you are ready.
Okay.
Alright, now. We're good.
Alright, go. Bobby Lashley.
No.
Sheldon Benjamin.
No, but you're okay. I'll tell you. Wrong promotion. Wrong company.
Okay. I mean, they were in WWE and AEW, so.
Yeah, we're looking for somebody who's currently not in AEW.
Okay. Black people currently in WWE. Cody Rayman. Bianca Belair.
No.
Oh, no. The hair's not right.
That's 3, Tommy boy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I just want to get it right. That's time.
Let me go ahead and give you the
Nia
revealing hint
Jax?
now that time's over.
Oh. Yeah.
That's supposed to be his dreads.
Yeah, I get it. I was focusing on like the fatness, and I was like, that wouldn't be R-Truth. He's not fat.
I wasn't trying to make him fat. That's our truth if I made you look fat. All right.
All right. Who could I possibly draw?
That line better. So.
No, that'd be too hard.
Make this line right here. I'm gonna make this line right here. Pornos. Well, it was already there.
Okay. Man. Who? Okay. I know who I'm gonna draw. And
ready?
I'm ready. Yep.
Go.
You know what? Oh, it's a horrific arm and set of legs, but we're gonna work with that. Oh, great goodness.
Megan Bane?
No.
With the costume she walks out with?
Did you not notice that this arm is green?
Is this... Huh? Green arm? Is this Santino?
It is. It's Santino Marella.
Dang. I love Santino. At the buzzer, too.
Yeah. Oh, that's not the eraser. There we go. Did you know more people have kicked out of a pin after an RKO than the Viper bite? Or the bite, not the Viper, the whatever Santino's thing is called. The
Cobra.
The Cobra Strike, yeah.
Alright. You ready, Tommy boy?
I am ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, go.
To be his hands, by the way.
Alright.
Change.
He's orange. Who the hell is orange? Oh, he's got a briefcase. Is this Money in the Bank winner Seth Rollins?
It is not Seth Rollins, no.
I don't get what the bag is for.
Some
he's got a beard.
promotion that you and I watch quite regularly.
Oh, that's time.
Have any final guesses?
Jonathan Moxley.
It is unfortunately Jonathan Moxley.
Wow.
Friend of the show.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Why do you do your fifth one like that instead of just crossing it through like a
I,
like a tally mark goes?
I didn't even know. You're right. I don't know why I did that. Yeah.
Look at this fantastic drawing of John Moxley.
That is pretty good.
One of the drawings of all time. Oh, and that tally mark looks.
I'll fix it.
It gets the job. It gets the job done.
All right.
Shout out John Moxley.
All right. I think I know who I'm gonna draw next. Just gotta get the right color. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, and you're good to go.
Round that out, and then we need like that. All right, and that goes.
Damn. Here's my A.
This is not Mercedes Monet, unfortunately.
I got 8 seconds left. Crap. And that's time.
All right.
Final guess. Crazy Steven.
It is Mankind.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I kind of forced myself to see it.
Yeah, I was using the brown for the mask, but it's hard to get all the detail in it, and yeah.
All right. What am I doing?
Oh, I definitely know who my next one is.
All right, I know who I'm doing.
All right.
Let me get the color correct. That's right here. Looks about good. All right, I'm ready.
And go.
A bit in, but who cares? It'll make sense here in a moment.
Okay. Gigi Dolan.
No, it is not Gigi Dolan. Not hair color though.
Oh God, who was it? Money in the Bank. Becky Lynch. Jamie Hayter.
Not Becky Lynch. Not Jamie Hayter.
Oh, what?
I might have picked way too bright of a shade of orange
Who
for her,
the fuck
but
else has orange hair? How is this not Jamie Hayter?
it's not.
Oh, that's time.
Let me add one here. I feel bad, Tommy Boy, that I'm putting the hurt on. So let me add one final hint.
What?
Belt, Tommy Boy. Who has a lot of belts, Tommy Boy? Yeah, out of guesses?
Yeah. Who is it?
Hold on.
Mer-
This one looks awful.
Mercedes?
What is Mercedes Monet?
She doesn't have orange hair.
Her render on AEW.com's roster has her with orange hair, so
Okay.
her AEW official headshot is her with orange hair.
Even though it's almost always black or red, but yeah.
Oh well. And the score remains the same. You're making yet, Tommy boy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, and you can... So... Where's something like that? Is that supposed to be like an entrance vest or something?
No, this is like something they wore.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is this the young version of The Rock when he came out wearing the Native American?
It is Rocky Maivia. Holy shit!
I know ball, Tommy boy. I know a ball. I know wrestling. I don't know how I pulled that out.
Yeah.
I'm 1 point away. No, 2 points away.
All right.
All right. I think I've got it.
Okay.
Let me just do the color. Okay, I need like this color right here. All right, I'm ready.
And go.
It's gonna be a little bit obvious, but
Alexa Bliss.
no.
I thought that would have been with the pink. Oh, what?
Why did it go like a full square? Hold on, it's not supposed to do that.
All
I
right.
got this opening down here.
Liv Morgan.
No, I feel like this next part's gonna give it away. No,
A
I don't
yellow
need.
square.
I don't need the bucket. I don't need the bucket. I need this right. I swear I'm trying to make this go fast.
I'm gonna give you an extra 20 seconds just because you wasted that not fucking drawing anything.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to.
Oh, it's Sin Cara.
Yeah, this is the Sin Cara mascot I own.
As soon as you started doing the stripes, it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
What do I want to draw?
It's 8-6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take an unqualified pee break real quick before you draw your next one, alright?
Okay.
You're already drawing?
Yeah. I got a little carried
I was
away.
gone. I
Yeah,
didn't get to start the
I'm
time.
just
Rey Mysterio.
I'm just drawing for fun. I was not gonna be my actual character. I just want to draw it. All right. Oh, where's my eraser? All right.
All right, are you ready?
I should have thought about who I'm gonna draw. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, go.
All right. Oh, I just realized I can't use white. Shit. All right.
I think that we probably killed 20 or 30 minutes just doing this alone is gonna be hilarious. Osprey.
Yeah.
Osprey.
I was gonna try and draw the that thing, but yeah.
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah.
Osprey. Osprey. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-da, ba-da. All right. It starts getting difficult because like there's not very many people who are easy to draw anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think I've got it.
I got my next one picked out. Whenever you're ready.
I've got mine picked out. All right, you ready?
Yep. You.
All right.
All right, go.
Bucket.
Jamie Hayter.
No, not Jimmy Hater, Tommy Boy. I'm going mainly for the face on this one because I'm
Chad
not
Gable.
good at drawing bodies, as we've seen. No.
He's kind of orange though.
I wasn't intending for this person to be that tan. I don't think this person is in real life. I just kind of went with a white person's skin tone.
A white person with long blonde hair.
This is technically short hair.
Dolph Ziggler.
No.
Oh, that's time.
Finish what I was working on.
Is it Hulkery Hogan?
I was going for timeless Tony Storm
Oh, okay.
with the bright red lipstick and the short hair.
Mm-hmm.
My next step was going to be to add. Hold on, I can show you what I was going to go to next. I'm going to add her little, pearl necklace thing that she wears. I don't know if that would have given you the answer, but I'm going to go next if I had the time. I told you, I'm running out of ideas for who to draw. It's easy to guess.
I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure I'm looking up the right. Hold on. I know who I want to draw, but I forget who their name is. It's really easy to find it though, because I know what they're in.
I think I know who I'm going for. I mean, that'd probably be too easy. I think I know.
That's it. That's it. Okay. So, for this, you could honestly guess two different people, and I'd give it to you.
Alright.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, and good go.
Alright.
Like, is this you as a wrestler?
No.
Okay, never mind. Okay, no, you're not that fat. Kevin Owens.
No. Think like really old.
Andre the Giant.
Okay, not that old, and I would have drawn a sash.
Okay.
Also, pretend those are
Brock
toes. No, way older.
Yokozuna?
Not Asian.
He's not Asian, he's Samoan.
Okay, well, okay, these are also Samoans.
That's Tom.
Okay. Any more guesses?
Nah, I'm out.
So, I would have taken either Samu or Fatu of the Head Shrinkers.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to draw them, so I just went with a really fat guy in black trunks, because that's, you know.
Alright, I think I know who I'm going for.
Alright.
Let me just get the correct color.
Oh.
Start. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Like I said, this is probably way too obvious once I get the next part done, but who cares? Oh, I'm supposed to be using smooth line.
Marcus Henry.
Alright, here we go.
I think we lost Landon. Oh, no, he's back. Okay, we're good. Sure. Oh. Black dude with long hair. Well, we had Archer, so it's not gonna be Archer.
Who said it's a dude? Tell me, boy.
Time. Oh.
Who said it's a dude?
Bianca Belair?
Fortunately, Bianca Belair.
Alright. So it's 7-9.
Yeah, I should have made the ponytail look more like a ponytail.
I was thinking like Jesus.
Right, here we go. Well, Jesus
what's the difference between
was
smooth
Middle
line
Eastern,
and
not
fast
black,
brush?
but appreciate
They
the
look the
sentiment,
exact
Thomas.
same.
Okay, are you going now?
No, I just want to see what the difference between smooth line and fast brush was.
Alright. I've been using smooth line the whole time.
I've been using fast brush. Alright, who am I gonna draw? Yeah, I got it.
Hey, ready?
Yep.
Alright, go.
Alright. Looks fucking terrible.
What? What? Like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
That's what I was thinking. It'll make sense.
Repo Man?
No, it'll make sense.
This looks like Repo Man.
It'll make sense. Oh, so bad.
I don't think it's gonna make sense because I got 20 seconds to not seeing it.
we saw this person at SmackDown.
We did?
Yeah.
Chelsea Green!
Yes!
The buzzer to win!
Oh my goodness.
10-6.
Oh, Chelsea Green, if you see this, I'm so sorry for drawing a nearly perfect Raphael out of you. That genuinely
How I
looks
clicked that
so much like a Ninja Turtle.
up. Hold on. Can I ask you to do it real quick, Tommy?
Yeah. Yeah. I accidentally drew the best Ninja Turtle I've ever drawn.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. That was fantastic.
Just a little idea I had for unqualified game night.
That was wonderful. Now I will say your camera's a bit frozen.
Well, bask in it. The score is 10-6. Good game, Tommy boy. I'm just gonna
Very
reach
good
out and
game.
shake your hand.
Yeah.
I had the idea. I was like, hey, what could be something fun to kill some time? And then I just felt like I want to see if he can guess me drawing Mike Bailey. It's purely
Off your
on
drawing ability.
the absolute chompers he's got going up there.
Yeah. Oh, dude. When you said we were gonna be drawing wrestlers, genuinely the first person I thought was like Undertaker. I was like, I'm gonna give him an easy one, but I want to do Undertaker.
I think that you got Mike Bailey that fast scared me.
Dude, nobody else wears a headband but goofball Mike Bailey.
I probably shouldn't have done that headband until last.
Yeah, even if you did the chompers first, I would have known. It's Nutcracker Mike Bailey.
You know, you can see Mike Bailey's molars from space.
Dude, Mike Bailey eats walnuts whole.
You know, they don't even keep a Nutcracker in their house around Christmas. They just take them to Mike.
Yeah. Like, bro doesn't have canines and whatever the front teeth are called. Nah, he has 28 molars going around his mouth. He has 28 gigantic molars.
Doesn't keep a bottle opener around the house. He just uses his teeth.
He just bites the top of the bottle off, glass and all.
Wallows the cat.
Yeah. Oh, you're back. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, I was frozen that whole time?
Yeah.
Camera was working on my end.
Oh, yeah, not for us.
Well, I guess I can cross that off my show notes.
God, that was a lot of fun. I'm surprised you got Santino when I put him up there.
I think the Cobra gave it away.
Yeah, kind of meant for it too, but that left arm was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I wanted to draw Randy Orton so bad, but I'm like, big, bald, muscular, white guy defines 300 different wrestlers.
Yeah. Big, bald, strong white guy with tattoos, though.
Yeah, but I don't know how to...
down to 260.
Yeah, and I don't know even what his tattoos look like, so...
Skulls. I know he has a lot of skull tattoos.
I know AJ Styles has his children's birthdays.
Right, and their names.
Yeah.
On the side. Which, by the way, I know that man's a pro wrestler and taking pain for living is his whole thing. But he has those things on like his rib cage.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
It's like the number. I've heard that and the sternum are like the two worst places to get tattoos.
I've heard the palms of your hands hurt a lot for some reason.
Who's getting tattoos on the palm of their hand?
Weird people.
I've heard that like around the collar hurts. I've heard the ribs hurt.
I'd imagine a ball sack tattoo hurts.
Bone. Who in their right mind is actually going to get tattooed on the nuts, though?
Nah, baby, I'm not racist. I'd never do blackface. I only do black nuts. No. Pulls out a tattooed black ball sack.
I mean... I want to get a tattoo someday, but I don't know what I get. Like tattoos are so cool though.
Yeah, I still really want to get the Macadelic one, but it's like, do I really want to get a tattoo? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you do.
I do, but then, like, I think about the time it takes to go out and get it, and the money I'm going to spend on it, and then it's always going to be there. It's like, I don't know. It's a lot.
I mean, you can get it removed.
Yeah, but then that's even more expensive, and it hurts even more, and it's pretty bad for you because you end up pissing all the ink out, but your kidneys kind of like filter it, and it's pretty bad for them.
I mean, if it's your favorite album, though, I think you should go for it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I just don't want to commit to a tattoo.
Fair point. Fair point. It's time for the question asking every episode. How long we been recording, Tommy boy?
Hour and 45 minutes.
You're kidding me.
No.
That's it? We not even hit 2 hours yet?
I thought it'd be shorter. I thought we'd be like an hour and 20.
Oh, it's just episodes dragging by.
I think it's going pretty well, honestly.
It's going by incredibly slow then.
I mean, we can always cut it short. No one says we have to make 3-hour videos.
Fair point. I mean, I only hit at least 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty good basis for us.
Let me figure out what else I could.
I have a couple things saved. Oh, yeah. There's a new season of Resident Alien coming out. I don't know if you've ever seen Resident Alien, but it is one of the funniest shows of all time. And as someone who feels like modern media is becoming unfunnier every day, Resident Alien is one of those shows that just continues to get better and better. They started shooting it in 2021, and now season 4 is starting to release, and actually in 5 days, episode 4 is going to be coming out. Anyways,
Right.
I think it's on Peacock, so if you got that, go watch it. It's incredible. It'll be one of your favorite shows. Just goes to anyone listening, including you, Landon. It's hilarious. Basically, the premise of it is that an alien is tasked with destroying the Earth. So they come down to Earth, this one particular alien comes down to Earth and kills a doctor named Harry Vanderspiegel. And part of his powers is that he can morph into like anything he wants to become. So he can just, look like whoever he wants to. So he chooses to look like Harry Vanderspiegel. And to not arouse suspicion as to where Harry went, he role plays as Harry, who he finds out is a town doctor and has a bunch of friends and whatever, and has a kid and all sorts of stuff that he has to take care of. And so you're watching this alien at the start try to figure out how to end the world while pretending to be a doctor, but as the show goes on, he spends so much time as Harry that he starts like genuinely becoming more and more human. And he stops wanting to destroy the Earth, and then he gets into a war with the aliens that send him to destroy the Earth. And the whole time he's got his little gang of human friends following him around.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's really funny. He likes eating pie. There's this one diner he goes to. It's ran by a Native American guy. And, those diner shots where, like, in, like, an old school diner, they got, like, the pie on the thing with, like, the glass thing over it, and if you want to slice, he, like, cuts it, whatever. They got one of those, and, like, Harry will just walk in there, take the lid off, and just start eating the whole pie. Like, he loves pie so much. He gets it every time he goes in there.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, and if you're an alien whose, digestive system knows absolutely nothing about human food and pie doesn't affect you whatsoever, why wouldn't you just eat a pecan pie or a pumpkin pie or a praline pie or whatever every single day? You know?
I'm trying to find something for one of the ideas I have. I don't want to spoil it, but
Okay. The other thing I had was, so Discord, their old CEO stepped down. The new CEO is the old CEO of Activision, right? And Activision sucks. So Discord's probably going to suck eventually. And I found this app called PeerSuite, which is allegedly supposed to be very similar to Discord. And the main thing is, there's a million other like FaceTiming apps out there where we could do video calls and it would be in even higher quality and whatnot. But Discord has the share screen thing, which we use very frequently, so we can't just move to another app because we lose the share screen. PeerSuite is supposed to have that, but I haven't had anyone to test that out with. So maybe after the episode or before the next one or whatever, we can try that out, because it's supposed to be, just like Discord, but you can do it in like 4K if, you got good enough bandwidth for that.
I'll be able to try that out before the next episode.
Yeah. The other thing was, I've been thinking about upgrading my PC. And the way I think I'm gonna do it is a little stupid, because I basically would have to build a whole new PC, because I want to get an Intel Ultra 7 265K to upgrade from my 10600K. And I would need a new motherboard for that, and new RAM, because it only supports DDR5 instead of DDR4, which is what I have now. Basically, the only thing I'd be able to use over from this build I have now is my 3060. However, if I'm building this new super powerful PC, why am I going to stick a almost 3 generational graphics card in there? So, I was thinking, instead, I would get an an AMD 9060 XT 16GB, because it's marginally better than this. Gets like 30% better frame rate, 4 more gigs of VRAM, handles 4K a lot better, which is mainly what I want for. I get that, right? It only uses a little more power than the 3060 I got now, but the main reason I want to get it is because it uses the same power cord as my 3060, so I wouldn't have to get a new power supply right now. So that would only cost me whatever the video card cost, and they hold their value pretty well, so I might lose like $50 on it, and oh well, right? If I were to eventually sell it. So, upgrade to a 9060, and then start building my next PC with, the Ultra 7 and the DDR5 RAM and whatever else I got to put into that. And then I'll just put the 9060 into that. Once that's ready, put the 3060 back in this. Or leave the 9060 in this, sell my 3060, and then take the 200 and something bucks I'd get from that and put that towards like a decent NVIDIA 50 series, like maybe like a 5080. Although honestly, I think I'd rather have a 4090 than a 5080, and they're about the same price. So I'd probably end up getting the 4090 and then sticking that in the Ultra 7 build. I've been thinking about something kind of stupid too. So this is a really common scam, actually. When the 4090s came out, people would buy them from scalpers on eBay who were selling them for ridiculous prices. They would take the VRAM cores out of it, and then they would send it back as a defective card, and then get their money back. But what would happen is they would keep all those VRAM cores, and for some reason, the 3090 card has a bunch of open slots to put more cores in. So you can take the 3090 from, I think it's like a 20 gigabyte card, and then you can add the 24 gigabytes from the 4090, and you'll have a 48 gigabyte 3090, which is like the most ridiculously overpowered graphics card you could make. But the problem is they'll probably burn themselves out within like a year from drawing so much power. And if I had the money, if I had like $3,000 to just evaporate into thin air, I'd probably build one of those Frankenstein 3090s. But Uh, that just doesn't seem like a wise investment. So I just get like a normal 4090 and deal with it. But it would be really cool to have a 42 gigabyte or 40 whatever fucking size it is. Yeah. What do you think, Landon?
You're speaking gibberish to me.
Yeah. Computers and coding genuinely isn't like a whole other language.
See, you have computer autism. I have wrestling autism.
I got car autism. I just like computers.
Everybody's got their own kind of autism.
Yeah.
That reminds me. So by the end of the month, we're supposed to figure out some more details about like when the NASCAR game is gonna be released. And the first NASCAR game in 4 years, right?
Yeah, since Heat
And
5,
it's gonna be
right?
coming out. It's no, Heat 5 already came out, and then they came out with NASCAR 21 Ignition, which
Okay.
sucked. It was the last one. Now the same people who make iRacing are taking over to make a new NASCAR console game.
Oh.
And NASCAR 25 is supposed to be releasing at the end of September, beginning of October. So I was thinking like, what?
Just
iRacing's allegedly like really good though.
yeah, like I think it's terrible though. I've tried it out and
Yep. I mean, of course you do though, because you got to be a contrarian.
here's the thing,
You just have to you just have to be a contrarian.
I play a lot of sim
Try your
racing.
hardest to think the opposite of everybody.
No, I like genuinely I play a lot of sim racing games and I do a lot of driving in real life. And it could just be because of the setup I have. Like I got a really cheap wheel. iRacing to me does not feel realistic because like in iRacing, like there's no like sliding physics to it. Like let's say you're playing Assetto Corsa, right? Or we'll say Assetto Corsa Competizione because that's probably the best in the Assetto series. If you're racing in that, right, and you go around the corner, you're holding the gas down a little too hard, start sliding, whatever, and you counter steer, you can actually like, catch it, you can drift a little bit, because that's how cars work. In iRacing, if even 0.01 millimeter of your tire breaks traction, your entire car just goes sliding off the track and you get kicked out of the session for being a terrible racer. And cars don't work like that. Like the physics are fine if you don't break traction, but the thing is when you're racing you're gonna break traction a lot, and if you have a physics engine that just turns you into ice the second you break traction, it's not realistic.
What I was gonna say was when the game comes out, do you want to hop on there with me and maybe we'll get Sean to download it? We'll just hop in a private lobby and just like do like a full length, like Daytona 500, how many ever laps it is. We'll do the true length.
Alright.
Let's see who comes out on top of a full Daytona 500. Day one, that's what we're doing.
Oh, we can try it, but if that game sucks as bad as iRacing sucks, I'm getting a refund. Never playing it again.
Or we could always do the Coke 600, which is the longest race of the schedule.
We could make our
It's
own
400.
Daytona 5000 and just go for days and days and days.
If you wanna, like, if we can convince Sean to download it, like, hey Sean, buy this new NASCAR game. I know you don't watch NASCAR at all, Sean, but you want to race. I'm sure he will. We can just hop on there, get in a private lobby, because apparently that's something they're adding, which is something the Heat games never had, as far as I'm aware. But somebody said they're adding private lobbies to it, so you, me, and Sean can hop in a private lobby with 37 ghost cars
Alright.
and just race.
So, I just found something that I want us to do really quick, so I'm going to send you the link to it.
Alright. I have any idea what driver you'll be using. Do you know any current drivers, Tommy Boy?
Dale Earnhardt Jr.,
He's retired. He's doing broadcasting now.
Bubba Wallace,
He's kind of a prick, but okay. If you want to use Bubba Wallace, he's Bubba Wallace. He's the number 23.
alright.
I know who I'm using. I'm using Carson Hocevar. Sean seems like the kind of person that would go for
There you
like
go.
Isle Bush. Am I gay quiz?
It's 20 questions. We'll go through it. Let's see if we're gay or not. I mean, you know, you never know. Maybe this quiz is gonna confirm something.
We'll see. Where did you find this?
I just looked up "Am I gay?" quiz.
I got 3 on 5. The dumbest thing we've ever done on this show.
But we gotta see if we're gay, Landon.
So stupid. It has never. No, I haven't.
I don't know what that question means.
What number are you on?
13?
I'm on 17.
Okay. Okay, I'm on 17. How would I know? I haven't tried.
This quiz is so bad. I'm going to share my screen and show you my result whenever you're done.
I'm almost done.
At the same time, we'll say what the answer it gave us this.
Hold on, it said, do women feel more comfortable around you than they feel around men?
Yeah, that's a weird question.
I am a man. How would I know?
I said I think so on that answer.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, I mean, maybe like compared to like the average guy. I don't know.
Average girl. Alright, you about done then?
Have ever felt any sexual tension around a female? I mean, yeah, I fucked a couple, I guess. Okay, yeah, I got mine.
I got mine.
All right, let's share.
All right, what's yours?
You are probably not gay. Answers suggest I might not be gay. I don't display sexual interest in guys, but keep exploring when I'm in doubt. What?
Here's what I got. Tommy boy, all right. What?
You could be gay.
No. No. No.
I believe it.
Is my crush gay with? What?
That's
Incredible.
pretty googly moogly. That is.
MarryTheMayor.com.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, could you imagine, like, being married and your wife pulls up to you, iPad out, Hey, honey, I saw this on
Daddy.
marriage.com. Can we see if we're gay?
Hello, do I have daddy shoes quiz? Oh man.
Should you get a divorce quiz? Oh, I don't know. I'm not really loving my husband anymore. I want to get a divorce, but I'm not sure. Let me take a quiz on marriage.com to see if it's the right move.
I love these crappy internet quiz websites because they're so low effort, but you know they're raking in thousands of dollars from advertising.
Yeah. Have you feel sexual tension with woman? I guess. Sure.
Oh, man. Do women feel more comfortable around you than men?
I think I very quickly picked up on the pattern of what the answers were, because you know, you had three answers for every. Well, you had three answers for every question. It was like gay, bisexual, and straight. Basically, were like the three choices for each one. It's like as long as you click the bottom.
Change the order.
Yeah, so as long as you click the bottom left one every time, you'd get perfectly straight. If you click the top left one, you're gonna get gay as fuck. If you click the top right one, you'll get somewhere in the middle like Landon.
I clicked like 2 or 3 of the second option.
Yeah, I think I maybe clicked it like twice because I like wasn't sure how to answer a question.
Yeah, that's the reason I did.
Yeah, it's just like, well, that's worded badly, so I guess so. Maybe.
What an episode this has been.
Yeah. Also, did I ever talk about when me and Kaylee were conspiring on whether Beanie might be gay or not?
No.
Oh, okay. So this was, let me think, the Sunday after SmackDown.
Okay.
So I'm at work, Kaylee's at work, right? And I go over to talk to her, and I'm like, hey, you suck for canceling, but you got me a free lunch. She's like, what do you mean? I started telling her that story, whatever, you know, about how I was flirting with the waitress over chocolate milk and felt stupid for not asking for her number. Megan, if you're seeing this, please give me a second chance. I love you. I miss you. Anyways, and now that I don't think I have a chance with Kaylee, I promise I'll take you. So anyways.
You gotta go back and see her someday.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Like soon.
Just go screw around in Knoxville for a day.
Yeah, and just stop and just be like, hey, is Megan in? Just like, I want to see if she, had that glass of milk I asked for last time.
Anyway, you're saying?
What was I saying? Oh yeah, eventually we got around to the topic of gayness. I don't know how. But, she was like, well, it was specifically about Beanie being gay, not just gayness as a whole. We were talking about why Beanie might be gay. And she was like, yeah, I've, like, sat in on conversations with him and Zach, and, like, he's asked him, like, what his parents' reaction was to him, like, coming out to them, and, like, what it was like getting a boyfriend and kissing him for the first time, and he was, like, asking, like, how he knew he was gay, and it was, like, the right move for him, and he's like, and when I asked about it, like, Beanie said he was just curious. I'm like, that's more than curious.
Is he bi-curious?
Look, alright, here's the thing.
That was a good joke. That was a good joke, Tommy Boy, and you know it.
I didn't understand it at all.
Bi-curious means you're exploring your sexuality.
Okay.
I was gonna make a joke and say, is he bi-curious or just by himself?
Oh, okay.
But
yeah. So anyways, so then I was like, alright, I'll be honest, I heard a story from Landon. Maybe you kissed Beanie one time because he got tased. She's like, oh yeah, I did. I'm like, but he was too scared to kiss you back, right? Like, he just, like, took it on the cheek, and she's like, yeah, like, I talked to him for a minute, and he, like, just wouldn't do it, so I just kissed him on the cheek, and that was it. I'm like, see, when I heard that story the first time, I thought maybe he was scared. Now that he told me he's been, like, asking Zach about what it's like to be gay and kiss boys and shit, I think he's actually gay. I think he just didn't want to kiss you. I think he wanted to kiss a boy in that moment.
mean, shout out Beanie. I mean, listen.
Unless you're gay,
Phil,
then anti-shout out. Also, anti-shout out Kaylee, because I'm never gonna see you again, so it doesn't matter, you fucking whore.
massive, fat, god awful, huge anti shout out to Kaylee. I still don't know what I did to make her say she hates me. And I'm not entirely. When you said that she was joking, I'm not entirely convinced it's actually a joke. I don't know what I did.
Look, you know what?
Anti-shout out Kaylee.
I was gonna say this earlier. I forgot to bring it up. Landon, I think you're the victim here. Like before, I was like, oh, it's just bickering between two people, whatever. I didn't really want to pick a side, dude. You're the victim here.
How did you come to that conclusion?
Today.
I didn't say when. I said how did you come to that conclusion?
Yeah, the thing that happened today. That happened.
You're saying I'm the victim?
Yeah, of Kaylee not liking you.
Well, you don't say. She never really did.
Okay, but
I'm getting at like, I was talking about her saying she hates me.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did to make her hate me.
Exactly. You didn't do anything. You're just that's what I'm saying. Like you're a victim to just her unwanted hatred.
Anti-shout out Kaylee. If I could give a million anti-shout out, if I could do like a whole episode where I just say anti-shout out Kaylee, anti-shout out Kaylee, anti-shout out Kaylee, I would. There's a reason we made her character, named after her in the show, an alcoholic. By the way.
Yeah.
There is a distinct reason we made the character named after her, spelled differently, but it's still her name.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest alcoholic in all of Indiana. Even though
that's quite a title to hold.
In Indiana, she probably never has. I mean,
yeah.
If I shout out Kaylee.
Seriously.
And you flaked on plans. Like, imagine flaking on Tommy Boy.
Yeah. You could have had this massive penis inside of you, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay, wow.
but I'm not going to deny thinking about it a time or two.
Why are we talking about this on air?
I don't know. Dude, Rob talks about it at work.
Who does?
Rob? Dude, I don't know what.
Shout out Rob! Shout out
Rob!
Yeah,
shout out.
Love you, Rob.
Shout out, the biggest shout out, Rob, but for a solid 2 weeks at work, he would not stop talking about how I should fuck Kaylee. I'm like, I totally agree, I should, but we're just not at that point. Like at one point, I walked over to him. First time I was talking to him that day. He's like, really disappointed that my wife just doesn't, satisfy me as much as I wish she would. I'm like, yeah, I get it, right? He's like, yeah, ever since she hit menopause, she just hasn't really had sex with me much, right? We're talking about that. He's like, semen, it's poisonous, it's bad for your prostate, it gives you cancer. I'm like, it's not true, Rob, it's not true. It's like, it's poison, you gotta get it out. A girl like Kaylee, she'll get that poison out of you. And I went, Rob, let's not talk about this at work, please.
Oh my. Rob.
Yeah.
Rob, if you're watching this, we love you, Rob, but that's ludicrous.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, alright, Rob, let's not talk about this at work, please.
Love you, Rob. We love you, Rob.
Yeah, massive shout out to you, Rob.
If I could have a whole episode where I just say shout out Rob, shout out Rob, shout out Rob for 3 hours, I would.
Yeah.
In fact, we need to do that as one of our April Fool episodes. Coming up we'll have the shout out Jimmy Hater. Shout out Jimmy Hater.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Jimmy Hater episode for 3 hours, right? Very next year. Shout out Rob, anti-shout out Kaylee. Shout out Rob, anti-shout out Kaylee, just for 3 hours.
Dude, I was thinking the next one, even though Oops All Landy wasn't uploaded on April Fools, I think the next one should be Oops All Tommy, just so we got that balance there. And then maybe the one after that, we'll do shout out Rob, anti-shout out Kaylee, shout out Rob, anti-shout out Kaylee, just for 3 hours straight. Or I don't know, maybe we'll make it an hour and a half, because that's a lot. And then, we'll just take it from there. We'll just do goofy ass April Fool's episodes.
Oops All Landy is probably the best video that will ever go up on the Unqualified Moments show.
Yeah.
Unqualified
It's a
Moments
whole
channel, I should say.
episode.
But it's just the thumbnail working that was fantastic. I still can't get
Yeah.
over the episode thumbnail.
That's probably my favorite thumbnail ever.
And it's on the Moments channel, which nobody's aware of.
Yeah. Yeah, we barely talk about the Moments channel anymore. Mostly because I don't really upload there. I tried to stick to once a week at least. And I kind of forgot about it. But I'll get back to it. I put my rant about Kaylee earlier in the episode up there. That'll be our first upload onto the Moments channel in a while.
Yeah. One more time after I shout out Kaylee.
Yeah, for real. Fucking whore.
So how long has it been now, Tommy Boy?
That's a great question. You could have sucked my dick, but you want to suck Nathan's? You want to pipe off a married man? Fuck's wrong with you?
Man.
216.
Gosh.
You want to go after a dude with a kid? I could have put a kid inside you. Come on. Stop playing around.
I do not condone any of the speech Tommy Boy is currently spewing from his gums.
You got tiny titties, but I'd still put them in my mouth. Okay. You and I gotta break character after that.
I gotta break character. Oh my. That's gotta be a moment. That's gotta be a short at least.
That'll definitely be a short.
I was trying to keep a straight face. I was trying to play it cool. I'm sorry.
I was too, and then I was just thinking about tiny titties.
Oh my! Is that like That's like a bottom 5 thing you've ever said on this show.
Top 5.
That's the top 5. That's the top 5 worst thing you've said on this show.
How? It's not bad at all.
I mean, you said worse. I guess.
Oh, you know what would have been really hot, dude? Making out and then leaving one connected tongue snail trail from mouth down the body, round both holes, up the back.
What?
Just thinking of. Just imagine basically licking a lap around somebody. Going through all 3 holes. Yeah.
I'm not going to think of that, Tommy Boy.
Alright.
I've genuinely got nothing to say to that. That entire, like...
Well, anyways, we just totally shift points then. So I got a new house I'm moving to, right? Pretty soon. Maybe like a month or 2, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, it's got a really cool river. You know, I own a river now. That's nice. And one of my favorite parts of it is there's this, like... How do I describe? Alright, so... It goes down into this, like, flat rock thing with, like, a little V carved into it from erosion over time, you know? And that goes into these, like, 3 cascading pools. And they're each, like, 2.5, 3 feet deep and maybe, like, 3 feet around, something like that. So they're perfect for, like, if it, like, rained the day before or something and the river's still flowing, they'll get pretty full of water. And so it's pretty nice to just sit in them because they're, like, little pools, right? And I was thinking... How dope would it be to, like, bring a girl over and go skinny dipping in those?
Sometimes I wonder just, like, how you process thoughts in your head.
You know something that I think is really fun on that note? You know, with water and nudity? I
don't even want to know.
I think standing naked in the rain is really satisfying. I love the way it feels.
I usually have a response for everything you say, but you've just completely broken me. Not Tommy Boy.
But you never been naked in the rain?
No.
It feels better than a shower. It feels like something about it's like primal. Like you just like you know what it means to be a human after that. Like you know, as Natasha Bedingfield would say, feel the rain on your skin. You know, you just on every inch, you just sit there taking it in, and something about it's just surreal. Top three things I want to do with a chick: dance naked in the rain, go skinny dipping in my river, fuck her brains out on my balcony.
Okay.
No, actually, number one, eat her pussy. I love eating pussy. It's like my favorite thing in the world. I can spend 24 hours a day with a pussy on my mouth. Like, like when I'm eating pussy, I swear to God, I grow gills on my neck and I start breathing through my neck. Like I don't need to come up for air. I'm just, you know, just eating away. Diving head first, eat my way out.
You're gonna get this episode removed,
No,
Tommy boy.
nothing wrong with
Yeah,
a little
you're
cunnilingus.
for sure gonna get this episode removed.
You can talk about cunnilingus on the tube.
I got nothing. I genuinely have nothing to say to respond to any of these.
Yeah, 'cause you ain't never eaten pussy. If you had, you'd be like, hell
Like,
yeah, brother. You need to get some. You need a little.
How did we get to talking about this?
You need a short little thick chick sitting right here, just fucking going crazy.
God almighty, man.
I had a 3-way one time.
You've mentioned that to
Okay.
multiple coworkers.
Yeah. Like 3 of them.
Yeah, and I'm one of those coworkers, for better or worse.
For better. Yeah.
Or worse.
Better.
Anyway, to change topics.
I can't wait to fuck a midget and tell that story on here.
Oh my.
It's on my list.
All right. You know what I randomly got a craving for?
Midget pussy.
Not too long ago, Tommy boy.
What?
I want one of those foot-long corn dogs from Dollywood.
Oh yeah.
You ever had one of the dog corn dogs?
I seen them.
Oh, they're so good. They're like honey dipped, whatever. Fantastic. That and the
best pussy tastes like cantaloupe.
that and the Host Lounge fried fish. I don't know why. I got a random craving for that Host Lounge fried fish a few days ago.
Dude, tell you what, come by us sometime on my lunch break. I'll sneak you a plate. I'll go eat over in Wildwood. Stop there, back in the main Host Lounge, get some fish, hand you a plate.
All right.
I'll even put mayo on it for you.
I feel like any other team lead would let me sit in the break room for like 30 minutes while you eat your lunch.
You know what the best part is? Zach just went up top and Josh is down there with Christy. They would definitely
Okay.
let you.
Christy probably would absolutely let me.
I think Josh would.
I don't think Josh knew me good enough to be able to get to know me. Like,
Yeah, but if
let me in.
Christy's there and goes, "Oh my God, it's Landon, come on in," Josh is gonna go, "Oh, all right."
biggest possible shout out to Christy. Wait, nobody hates Christy. Christy has zero
For
haters.
real, dude.
Christy and Larry both have zero haters.
I went in her office today and I just chatted with her for like a half hour while I was overdosing on caffeine.
Like that.
Oh my God, that's one of the stories I meant to tell today. Did I tell it?
No.
All right. Oh, it's over here. Hold on. Where'd I put it? Right here. All right. So there's a store I like to go to where they got a lot of basically free stuff. I mean, it's not really free, but it's like insanely cheap. Anyway, so they had these, right?
Right.
I looked at it and I went, all right, Starbucks cold brew coffee, great. grabbed it. These were literally free, so I just grabbed one. It was a TJ Maxx. You know how sometimes they mark things down to $0 in the clearance aisle?
I did not know they do that.
Yeah, if you ever go to a TJ Maxx, go in the clearance aisle, look at every price tag. Sometimes they actually mark things down to $0. This was in the case because someone had slightly cut the tamper seal there, I guess. That was my assumption, because that had a slight tear in it. But I'm like, hey, it's not opened, alright? You know what I didn't read? Concentrate.
Oh.
This is coffee. Concentrate. And you know what I didn't read? The part where it says to mix it with water. So you know what I did? I put 20 ounces of this in my cup, and I went to work, and I started drinking it, and then I went, man, this is really strong. How much is in that? And I looked it up, and it's 250 milligrams per 6 fluid ounces. I had nearly a gram of caffeine in my cup. So, you know, I get like 3/4 of the way through it, and then James comes up to send me lunch, and I slam the rest, and I'm just jittering and shaking, and I feel hot and cold, and yes and no, in and out, up and down. Like, I'm feeling everything. And I just went and I sat in Christy's office and I went, Christy, I don't feel good. She went, what happened? I went, I drank too much coffee. And I started telling her how I drank this, thinking it was normal coffee. Yeah, it was great. I sat in there basically for my whole lunch break, and we were just chatting, and it was so much fun.
You saying that reminded me of the Katy Perry song, like, you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down.
Yeah.
You're wrong when it's right, you're black when it's white, we fight, we break up, we kiss, we make
That was, in
up.
fact, the reference I was making.
Perry dropped like 3 or 4 absolute bangers during the 2010s, and it's kind of like left.
Last Friday night, I think we danced on tabletops,
yeah.
and we took too many shots. So whoa, last Friday night.
That California Girls.
Hot
and Cold. And Dark Horse.
Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. Fireworks. That's 6.
Fireworks. Yeah.
Baby, you're a
Firework. Come on, let your booty twerk.
Yeah. And we shoot across the sky. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing any more of that for your sake, but
yeah.
This is genuinely the slowest. Is this a yellow thumbnail?
No, not at all. This is easily at least a blue thumbnail. I kind of saved the red one, like, not. I mean, I don't know. I just don't really use red ones that much.
Like a red thumbnail would be for like I feel like a red thumbnail would be like an episode where we're just like ranting about something for majority of it.
In my head, I save the red ones for the best episodes, but I don't actually do that. I'm just like, hey, it's been a while since I used red, and then I'll put one up like 10 episodes after I used a red one.
Like orange is too similar to yellow. I feel like orange should be like one step above yellow thumbnail.
Yeah. Plus, I think I did orange for the last one.
Right. This might be a green thumbnail, I feel like.
I don't know how recently I've done green, though. See, I try not to repeat them that often. There was a cycle where I had, like, it was like blue, purple, blue and purple, red and purple, and, you know, it was, like, a bit too much, and then I was like, alright, green, yellow, red. You know, kind of switched off that for a while. I never done a black thumbnail.
Oh.
This could be a black thumbnail.
The most recent is kind of like a lime green.
Okay.
Then 46 was orange. 45 was yellow. 43 was yellow. 44 was light blue.
Mm-hmm.
We've not used red since episode 40. Not used blue, like dark blue, since 35.
We never used black, though.
Really? You don't say. You don't say.
Just saying, we could have a black thumbnail, you know?
If you want.
Nah, I don't know. See, like, the way I pick the color is I open Photoshop, and then I open our YouTube channel, and I start looking at all the thumbnails, and I go, what can I put more of? And then whatever comes to mind, I'm like, yeah, that one. I just make it.
All right. I'm out of ideas. I genuinely don't know what's next.
That's a great question. That wasn't a question, was it? No, it kind of was.
That was not formatted as a question at all.
Well, I got some new supplements I'm gonna be trying. I'm adding piggy bark, sunflower lecithin. What's the other one? I mean, I did take those two before because I just used to, but I stopped taking them because they got expensive for a while. But now they're cheap again, so I bought some more. What's the other one though? I got a couple I ordered because I like making my balls big, you know. Oh yeah, alright. Selenium, glutamine, pygium, and sunflower lecithin. And that's to add with the Tonkat LE, the lysine, the B complex, the ashwagandha, the shilajit, the zinc, the L-arginine, the everything else I take to make my cojones massive. Basically, the entire point of all the supplementation is like, you know, it does help me, you know, lift, get big, strong, whatever, you know. Sunflower lecithin specifically, I got that because I'm trying to cut some fat off but still get bigger. And the cool thing about lecithins is that they're one of the few things that can bind like oil and water and basically like fat and water and anything that's like typically insoluble. It can actually like mix those things. And when you take it as a supplement, especially in large doses, what ends up happening is it kind of connects onto your fat cells a bit, and then it starts to break them down, and you'll actually piss them out, and you'll actually get like a little bit of like an oily look in your piss from the fat literally coming out of you like as fast as possible. So I got that because, you know, who doesn't like taking a little fat off? And then the other ones are just, you know, they basically just boost your testosterone a little bit, help with cum production. Who doesn't want to cum more, you know? Like, the most I ever saved up, I didn't jerk it for like 2 weeks, right? And I was on like the absolute most amount of like supplements I'd been taking, and honestly, I don't know how long I saved it up for, like, you know, 4 or 5 weeks maybe, like the longest I'd ever gone. And when I busted that next one, dude, it was like it was like 10 seconds of like thick ropes of cum that were coming out with such force, and it was spreading my tip so hard that it hurt. It genuinely hurt to come out. And then after that, there's another like 20 to 30 seconds of just lighter spurts that just kept continuously, like I was nutting for like almost a minute. It was incredible. So I'm trying to get back on the grind, trying to stop like jerking it for like really long amounts of time, trying to get all back up with my supplementation, work out as much as possible. You know, I've been eating right for a long time, and I just want to see like if I can bust the fattest nut I've ever busted. What do you think about that?
I think this episode has been awful. The second half of this episode has just gone downhill incredibly.
Yeah, alright. You know why? Because you don't be getting pussy regularly or jerking it regularly. And if you did, you'd be like, hell yeah, bro.
Oh boy.
Just saying, start adventuring, man. Get out there.
I am praying for this episode to start going by faster so we can just end it. I've never wanted to end the episode more than I do at this very moment.
It's too damn bad.
How long has it been now? Has it at least been 2.5 hours?
I don't know.
You know, check.
Yeah, it's been pretty close. I do got one last topic I want to get out though while we're still here talking because it's gonna keep.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
No, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. I think you're actually gonna know something about this topic too. Do you know who my all-time favorite fighter is? Not wrestler, fighter.
UFC.
Yeah.
Like UFC fighter.
Any federation.
Kimbo Slice.
No.
Is that at least close to Kimbo Slice?
No.
John Jones.
You're in the right space.
Okay, heavyweight. Francis Ngannou.
No.
Is it a heavyweight?
I don't know. Probably heavier than that if he goes heavier. This guy's pretty big.
Butterbean.
No, not that big. And he's black.
Shut up, Butterbean. He's black. Mike Tyson?
I don't like Mike Tyson as a fighter. I mean, you know, he is like probably the greatest of all time, but I like him more for being Mike Tyson.
Evander Holyfield.
No.
Who is it?
Rampage Jackson.
Okay, valid.
Dude, so, you know, I've seen a lot of his UFC fights, but what I didn't ever see from him was when he was fighting in Pride. That dude was a different animal in Pride. Oh my goodness. And one of the big things he talks about on his podcast, the Jackson Media podcast thing, is in UFC, if your opponent has their hands on the ground, you can't kick them. In Pride, they don't have that rule. So there was a fight Rampage had with John Jones in the UFC where John Jones is doing this like gorilla stance in the ring, like dancing on his hands. You know, and Rampage is looking at him like wanting to kick his fucking head off because if he kicked him, he'd knock John Jones the fuck out. But that'd be against the rules, so he'd forfeit the match, right? So, you know. But, you know, they're just talking about a match he had in Pride, and they cut in a clip of it. And this Asian dude started doing that same thing, like crawling towards him on all fours. And Rampage literally, like, basically kicked his head off for real. Picked him up, power bombs him down as hard as I've ever seen someone get power bombed. Like, shook the fucking ring, or octagon. And then just, that dude was out cold. And that was one of the best clips I've ever seen of Rampage fighting.
Not Rampage.
Yeah. He's an animal.
I am completely out of ideas. I mean, I have nothing that we can do in this episode anymore.
You know what we should do next time we're in person?
What's that?
Boxing match.
No, I would die.
No, you wouldn't. I'll go easy on you.
I do not have a high pain tolerance at all.
Can I at least powerbomb you like a powerbomb Sean into like something soft?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I gave him a really soft landing.
You got anything you want to add? Because I'm going to try to wrap this up.
Shout out
have
Jamie
nothing
Hader.
else I can do. Shout out Boat, shout out Larry, shout out Christy, shout out Jigasan, shout out Buzkashi, shout out KFC, shout out KFC Australian Girl, shout out Beanie, shout out Sean, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Jimmy Hader, shout out Megan Bain one more time, shout out Alexa Bliss, shout out Megan Bain one more time, shout out to Megan from Calhoun's.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Michian. Shout out Megan Bain one more time. Shout out Jimmy Hader one more time. Got anything you want to add, Tommy Boy?
Megan, if you're seeing this, I love you.
Anti-shout out Kaylee.
Yeah.
One more anti-shout out Kaylee. A third and final anti-shout out
Maybe
Kaylee.
a fourth anti-shout
out to Kaylee. And add about 20 or 30 more anti-shout outs to Kaylee.
Add a billion more.
Yeah,
a trillion more.
One more shout out to and shout out Megan Bain. All that being said, shout out Jimmy Hader one more time.
Mm-hmm.
All that being said, shout out Megan Bain one more time. All of that being said, remember to use your signal, tip your waiter unless they suck. Also remember, There are millions upon millions of microscopic insects living on your skin and under your skin right at this very moment, breeding and living and raising families.
God
Always
damn it.
there.